The last video I made a couple of weeks ago was about how the whole debt crisis, the debt ceiling, kind of all bullshit. They only had one option, and that one option was to print more money. Only thing that made sense. It was all bullshit. So you probably saved yourself a couple weeks if you just watched my video and said, yep, they're gonna print more money. Here we are a couple weeks later, and now they're gonna throw some more bullshit at you. They're telling you, hey, we are going to be cutting our spending a little bit. But are they? They're gonna cut some spending over here, but on our biggest expenses, we have an unlimited budget for the next year and a half. Oh, so yeah, they're gonna cut some spending, but for other spending, we're probably gonna blow hundreds of billions of dollars, but we're gonna cut spending over here. So just keep looking at that. So you're right, they're gonna cut spending, but they're gonna spend elsewhere, and that elsewhere is going to amount massively more than what they're cutting. So we're gonna get in way more debt. Basically, we just got absolutely screwed over as American public, and we wrote a blank check to the people that don't even know how to manage simple budgets. We're already, like I said before, my analogy, we're $32,000 in debt, and we had 80 something dollars in our bank account. Well, now we have about 40 something dollars in our bank account, and we're still $32,000 in debt. And we just wrote those same people that have been in government for the last 30 plus years a blank check. So just by their numbers of what they're expecting, is we're going to see, you break it down, they're gonna add a certain amount of $1 trillion over the next year and a half, and you break it down, it's going to equate to about 8, almost 9% additional money in our money supply. So we're going to see a minimum of 8 to 9% inflation, which we may not see on the main streets, but they're going to inflate the money supply. But that's how much money they're going to be printing. So there are over 5 trillion, I believe, over 6 trillion dollars in money market accounts right now. That's money market accounts, cash, that is earning about 5% yield on their money. And they've just been told that we're gonna inflate the money supply over 8-9%. So all of these smart investors that are trying to save their wealth are gonna say, hey, I'm earning 5%, but the money supply is being diluted by 8%. I'm losing 3% a year. So what are they gonna do with their money? They obviously are going to have to take more risk. And they're gonna go into a more riskier market, or they're just gonna get completely out of the market and just completely go into a different type of market as it is. How much of that 5 trillion will we see move into other markets? The real markets I'm really talking about, as you all know, is crypto. The whole entire crypto ecosystem is only about $1 trillion. What happens if we see another trillion go in there? What happens if we see half that 5 trillion go after the yield in crypto? I mean, the markets will absolutely explode. A few $1 trillion in cash would send crypto absolute insanity. And those are the conditions that we are talking about right now. Is we're seeing your money being diluted, the dollar being diluted, and we're seeing people not being able to earn any amount safely to keep up with that dilution. So they're going to have to risk more. Now, will they go to stocks? Maybe. Are they going to go to other assets? I don't know. Are they going to get out of dollar-based assets? They might. Are they going to go to different systems? Sure. Are they going to go to crypto? They're going to go maybe a little bit everywhere to chase additional yield to make up for that dilution that we're going to print. The money has to go somewhere, right? So this is a big case right now. And we're already kind of seeing it with this kind of news, kind of catching on. Crypto is catching a little bid right now. But regardless, I'm looking long term. I'm a big long term investor. But we are seeing, and what does this mean for the average everyday person? This means that you're working. Are you going to get an 8% raise? Is your money going to gain 8% over the next year? Probably not. So either you start taking necessary precautions to save your future, or you're going to continue to fall farther and farther and farther and farther behind. And we're already seeing that borrowing money is becoming more and more and more difficult. So as the feds come out and say, hey, we're fighting inflation's being tamed, and they're printing more money, diluting the money supply, that money's going somewhere, inflation's going to be kicking up again, what are they going to have to do? They might even have to raise rates even more. So, now it's going to be even more difficult to get in debt to service your basic needs as an individual. So what should you be doing? I'm protecting myself by obviously investing in alternative assets that will hopefully generate a larger yield than what's being printed. I'm looking at a very small market, crypto. It's very small, tiny market. You look at the numbers and you're like, oh my God, Bitcoin's $20-something thousand. That's insane. It is insane. But you have to look at the market cap. The market cap of total what it is isn't that big compared to some companies, to some other markets. And what crypto does, that whole market is revolutionary and has a lot more potential than a lot of the other markets that we're talking about that are highly over. But why are they why are they so expensive? Well, that's because we have so much money in the money supply. I never really recommend this. The last time I told everybody to start buying crypto was in 2020, and if you did, you probably made tons of money. I know a bunch of people I did. I've helped people along the way when they get excited, but right now not many people are excited about crypto. But I'm telling you, you need to start getting excited about crypto, because right now you scale into these positions, and some of these positions in crypto are going to save your ass when you can't afford whatever it is. And I know most people watching this, especially on my Instagram, probably don't have much to save, but a little bit goes a long way. And yes, it is gambling. Yes, you might not have time to really get into here and there. But let's just say you do have some money to gamble with. Well, but you don't have the time. Well, that's why you need a consultant or somebody that knows what they're doing, like myself. Hit me up. I have a website. Book an appointment, whatever it is. There are ways, but I'm telling you, we are going to see. I will come back to this video in a couple years and say, yeah, you're right. The money supply absolutely increased. We have an unlimited check for our government to spend right now, and you don't think that they're going to spend it? Of course they are. And I know exactly what that spending is going to be for, but I'll have to save that for another video. So that said, your money is going to increase. The money supply is going to increase. It's going to create a lot harder times for the average person. The only thing that you're going to be able to do is make more money. Get another job, sell some stuff, invest. That's it. Peace.